Yeah, off we go.
Okay, so this evening we've had the return fixture with Taunton, and we won 2-1 back in August, and tonight they've won 2-1 here. Taunton have been on a really good run. I think they've only lost once in about 15 games. They were fifth, so we knew it was going to be a tough one, but especially tough after Saturday, after the Hereford game. Were you expecting a sort of a reaction one way or another from our lads?
Yeah, absolutely. You can either go one of both ways, either way really there, Graham. But unfortunately, I thought we were slow today. We come out really slow, sloppy. So, but it's the same for both sides, isn't it? They played Saturday, and then playing tonight. So, just looking at character now, mentally stronger,
Yeah, you're saying it's the same for both sides, but we had this fantastic result at Hereford, and so we were really up on a high, and there was a real danger that we were going to go down. And as you say, we really weren't on it in the first half, really.
No, absolutely. And two of the top sides we played in the week, and we tried to keep the game the same, and be professional in that way. But no, it was really hard tonight. We knew it was going to be a tough game. And a very different game because it's going to be more scrapping and fighting for the balls in the air and winning your battles compared to Saturday. So it's a reflection of two different games,
Yep. And Taunton were a direct side. They were a big side. They got Matthew right up front, who won just about lots and lots of balls in the air. So it was really quite a different game from Saturday. The one change we had was that James Stoko wasn't well enough to start, so we had Sam Davidson in for him, and that's the only change.
That's right, yeah. Sam's initially meant to get back in, so it gives him some valuable game time as well. Graham and James has done a good job there. He's been feeling really ill, so it was important to have him around tonight. But we felt we were trying to really hold him back, obviously for Saturday.
So the story of the first half, it was nearly all Taunton, and we held out until the 21st minute. They had a corner on the left. It was a ball right into the far post. Matthew Wright got up highest, headed it down and up and into the goal, and that was it. And then 41 minutes, the second goal came. We were a bit sloppy. We gave away possession, and their lad Hughes smacked it in from 20 yards, which was a great finish, wasn't it? And it was 2-0 at half time, and that was, they could even have been more ahead, Danny, couldn't they?
Yes, we knew that set pieces and anything with crosses in, he scored a few from far post headers at the weekend, so we'd gone through it with the lads, and it was just not good enough really. You just got to be a bigger presence. Even if you're not going to win the headers, you've got to be a bit tighter, be more of a presence, and put them off balance. Not fouling, but just getting amongst them more. But we're giving them too much space, and then. Yeah, I feel you're right, Graham. We were up against it, and we were really sloppy. We didn't come out of changing rooms first half,
So it was 2-0 at half time, and 2-0 is always an interesting score, isn't it? But the next goal is going to be crucial, and the good news is that we got it. It was about 15 minutes into the half. Louis and Canny played Toby in, and Toby cool as a cucumber again and put it in. 2-1.
Yeah, he didn't have many of them chances first half, but all of a sudden we feed him with a good ball. You feed him into them areas, he scores goals, and that's what he done. But we were a different side second half.
We were. I thought we were playing all the football. They were going really direct when they had the ball, but we were the team playing the football and beginning to create chances. We were more like ourselves in the second half, weren't we?
Yeah. On reflection, first half we were just kicking the ball over, we were panicking, we were all over the place. The gaffer come up with some good things at half time, dusted ourselves down. Some home truths were said about it, and it was just said, get back to playing football, be brave, get on the ball. And then we started to do that, and they couldn't live with us, I felt. At times passing and moving around them. And we got back to what we can do.
And we began to look good, and got even better about 7 or 8 minutes after that goal, when there was a handball in the penalty area, and it was a penalty for us. And up steps Toby, and what's he going to do with it now? He wouldn't chip it again, would he? And he didn't, and it was a disappointing penalty, really, wasn't it? He hit it straight down the middle on the ground. And the keeper made a fairly comfortable save.
Yeah, he did. It's been what a joy this year, so I don't really want to take too much bad, what I mean? But I wondered if he was in two minds with what he was going to do. But after Saturday's fantastic penalty, the cheeky one, it happens, and even happens to him. So he'll come back stronger for that.
So that was after 67 minutes, and that was the penalty. So it's still 2-1, and I don't know. They sort of played the game out from there, didn't they? They were just kicking it away and everything, and we tried and tried.
I felt felt when we got Dan Can up higher, we
that was
changed.
an interesting one.
Yeah.
Early in the second half, you put Dan Can up and pulled Luke back. Why was that?
Well, we felt if he could be around them and start battling with their three, you know, just get up against them, he'll be a bit more job, just sort of get him holding the ball up a little bit more, and then we can link up. Luke can play in midfield. He has for years, believe it or not, and be the number 10. We felt if we can get him a little bit deeper, get him on the ball, get into Canny, and then we can start making runs off. And I felt there was a lot of joy when Canny done, because he started to battle well. He got himself against them, and he caused them a lot of problems.
He did.
So that was a real good thing that happened to us in the second half. That just because credit to these boys, some of them can play in different positions. We can rotate in different areas. They're clever enough to do that, Graham. You know. Yeah.
And I think Taunton in the end were quite pleased to hear the final whistle.
Absolutely. They put a lot of hard work in first half. We didn't turn up, so obviously in a way we're full of more energy, I'd like to think. And also the thing with us, Graham, is so as a team we seem to be strong the second halves. We seem to have always come out and done well second halves, and that seems to be the way we've been. Don't know why. I don't know why, say fitness or what, but we started to get into it.
And Jamie Davidson came on for Jack, and I thought Jamie looked really sharp. His first few touches were really good, weren't they?
Yeah, Jamie, he's a good, great player. Just need to get the suspensions and get his fitness. Or when he can't help getting injuries, but it's just been unlucky this year. But as a staff, we're massive support of Jamie. Similar to Luke, he can make things happen, and fingers crossed now that we can get him playing, and just from now to the end of the season, enjoying his football and get him out there more.
Yeah. So we've played the two of the top teams in over 3 days, and then next Saturday we've got Bridgewater, who are not one of the top teams.
No, that's right. Massive game for us. For us 6 pointers, we've got to start winning the games coming up. We have got winnable games. Every game is winnable at this level. It's a fantastic league. Don't get me wrong, but these games now, can really secure our season and put us in a real good position. And in a healthy position, Graham. So hopefully we can finish as high as we can. So
and we're putting in good performances against teams at the top, and we're just losing by the odd goal. To kind of feel them, and so we're there or thereabouts, Danny, aren't we?
Yeah. I think it's testament to this league as well. So anyone can beat anyone on their day. I think, Graham, and it's your goal, and it's frustrating when we're up against it. When we're losing the body odd goal, but it's a learning curve. We'll learn by it, and we'll be stronger for it.
Yep. Thanks, Danny. So the next game is on Saturday. That's at the W&S Stadium when we're up against Bridgewater, and we'd love to see you there. And just a final one. It's Valentine's Day. Did you know that, Danny?
Yeah, I did.
So to all the wives and girlfriends back there, thanks ever so much for your patience and letting us be here. Okay. Good night.